How many times does it happen?
I would say at least every day. I doubt I go through a day when I don't at least get smacked in the face.
So your loving son, who for the rest of the time is wonderful to be around, for a percentage of the time, you know it's going to happen, that he's going to attack you.
Yeah. But you can't approach him that way. You can't approach him like, I'm not really going to cuddle you just in case you hit me.
Yeah.
You go in expecting a cuddle.
What can trigger it?
One of the things with Ryan can be sounds. Hand dryers are horrible, you know, especially the modern, very high-powered ones. They're awful. And changing track from one activity to another will often trigger it. But it could be nothing. It could be just nothing that I can tell.
And what about as he grows? Because, I mean, he's a little boy at the moment, but as he grows and he gets stronger, because he needs that sort of one-on-one care from you. Do you think about that? Do you worry about his future?
Well, I do think about it. I do think about it a lot. But it could go either way. Maybe he will learn a better way of expressing himself, and maybe it will all get better. The worst fear, obviously, is that it won't get better and he'll be as big as me and can do even more damage.
Because your older children, they're now pretty much in control of their ADHD,
great.
and they're absolutely fine and very independent lives.
Very independent, yeah. All left home, doing their own things, doing really, really well.
So just hopeful that the same thing will happen.
It would be
for Ryan.
wonderful if Ryan could live independently. I doubt he'll ever be able to live independently, but at least be more independent of me.
So what led you to say, if my son were a dog, I'd have him put down?
That, you know, that's partly because I've actually lived through a member of my family having to do that with her dog recently, and I know she didn't take that lightly, and it was a horrendous, traumatic experience for the whole family. They worked really, really hard, did everything they could possibly do for her. Lots of money, lots of equipment and everything, and in the end decided if they couldn't help her, then no other family could, so she couldn't be rehomed, and ultimately there was the choice of having her put down.
Well, we are a nation of dog lovers, and you know, and I don't mind dogs at all myself. But I would have to say that it's very hard to liken your dog, a dog, to your lovely 10-year-old lad who, as you say, is 99% of the time perfect.
Gorgeous. Most people try not to. My family, bless them, try really, really hard not to liken her to Ryan, and I don't know that I liken them exactly. But there is a choice. When you have a dog that's behaving like that and might attack you any minute,
yes,
you have a choice.
But you're not saying that you would do without him.
Oh, not at all, not at all. But there is an element of choice there. But when you're a mother of a child like Ryan, there is no choice. You can't. There isn't a refuge for battered mums. There isn't. There is no way.
Help?
You
I mean, there will be people who watch now who will be in that situation, who will be dealing with someone who is very, very difficult, whether it's an older person through dementia or a younger person, as you say, with their individual problems. But what do you do? Who do you talk to? Where do you go? Is there help?
Yeah, there is help. There is help out there. You have to fight for it, and you have to shout loud, and you probably have to go through a lot of trauma. Probably have to be seen crying, be seen being at your wit's end. But there is help out there if you go through school and social workers, and you have to work at it. It won't. Nobody will come along, unfortunately, and say, "You look like you're having a really terrible time. Is there anything I can do to help?"
Yeah, you've got to fight for it.
You've really got to fight for it.
If he doesn't improve, if he does have these bouts of violence, severe violence towards you, and he gets to 15 or 16 or 17, then surely your life could be in danger.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
Have you thought about the fact that he could kill you?
Yeah, well, yeah, he only has to push me down the stairs, doesn't he? Could be as easy as that. But that's why I want to get something in place now for him that helps us all now, that it doesn't get to a crisis point and some sort of alternative care package is forced upon us, which is what would happen if he did push me downstairs. I want to plan it. I want to get in there now and do something to make it right now. And so do all the people
And when you say
I know.
something, what is something? What will you do?
More care, more training, more respite, maybe a residential placement in years to come. And it's not just for me, that's the big thing. It's,
there are so many people,
I know so many other mums in the same, well, maybe dads too, but obviously I can only speak as a mum. So many other mums that are at their wit's end. And if we didn't have each other, that's the biggest thing, is find someone else who's in the same situation, because then you can really tell them.
We'll put, because I know there's some great websites and great groups, and maybe you could give us your experience as well, and we'll put them on our website. So help anyone who's in that situation, which would be terrific and very helpful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed for pointing it out. There you go. What do you think differently at the end of the interview than you did at the beginning of the interview? Interested to hear what you've got to say. We're back after the break.